What up, what up? Today's back day. It's a rainy gym day out today, so you know the vibes are going to be legendary. But today, I think we're going to start off with a pull down movement, maybe a row. I've been kind of like going back and forth myself if I want to start doing barbell rows again. I don't think I'm going to. My only thing is it's a lot of lower back activation. Like I did the Smith machine rows last time, but those were kind of just for fun and to kind of just like really just, I don't know. The thing about like the barbell movements and stuff, I don't feel it at all. And I don't know if that's weird, but a lot of like movements, I don't feel a lot of back activation on. Even if I'm really squeezing and stuff, like I'm really trying to, I have very specific machines I do because I don't really feel back a lot. Like my lats, every time I want to feel lats movements, I always do. But when I try to do mid-back movements, like a barbell row or something, and sometimes even chest supporter rows, I don't always feel it. And that's because the last 3.5 years of me lifting, I really wasn't hitting my back as much. Like what I said, when I was doing like some pull downs or some shit, I would always get like really good pumps in my lats. And that's why I always like doing pull-ups and stuff. But doing like a row, I'd feel more, like sometimes more in my biceps and forearms, which is usual because you're gripping it like this and you don't have straps or hooks or whatever. But when it came to trying to feel my mid back, I never always felt it. But now I do, but I have to pick very specific movements, right? And a lot of the times neutral grip is the best one for me, which is the one like this. Because I know a lot of people say do it like this and then do it, which I sometimes do and I feel it really well. But then I don't know, like, I don't know if it's because I'm strong, because I'm using my lats on it and then I can kind of engage my mid back. So we're going to start out with back today as per usual. I've heard other people say they do biceps first sometimes, but I feel like with that, I get so fatigued in my back when I do that, and my forearms. Not my back, my forearms and my biceps. So when I'm trying to grip stuff without the hooks, because there's certain movements, like anything underhand, it's kind of hard to do with any type of strap or hook. But, any overhand or kind of neutral grip is fine. But I think we're gonna really hit rowing on my lats because I haven't done a lot of like lower lat kind of movements. I've been kind of doing a lot of more mid back, like I said, because that was the one part I needed more in my back, was mid back, kind of lower traps. And I think a lot of people are good with their like mid back but lacking their lower lats and stuff, because when they do like a lat spread, they go like this, but they're not like that, like that superhero look. I always like to use that superhero look for like a physique example, like the chest, like yesterday in today's video, because I uploaded a day after my lift. So in quote unquote yesterday's video, but today's video, I was talking about the superhero look and how the upper chest is the part you need to hit more. So for me, I'll do 2 and 2 movements, 2 upper, 2 lower, or mid, whatever. Or I'll do 3 upper, 1 mid, or 2 and 2. Or 2 and 1 even sometimes. But I'll always do at least more or 2 of upper, because you can have that kind of slanted like hill look, like an avalanche. I don't know how to really explain it, but that droopy kind of chest look. But if you can have that whoosh rather than the whoosh, it looks so much better. Like Larry Wheels is a perfect example. I mean, it's kind of hard with him because he has so much muscle mass, and it doesn't really matter because he just looks phenomenal, right? But I mean, like the Trin twins, they're a really good example with upper chest. Their upper chest looks phenomenal, but they're, like I said, they're just genetic phenomenals. Phenoms, there you go. But enough yapping. Let's get in here and let's just get intense with it. All right, see you guys in a few. All right, first movement today is going to be a pull down. And this one is a little wider than you usually. The grips, they're usually a little closer. But it was already there, and I kind of wanted to start hitting more wide grip lat pull downs rather than kind of close, narrow grip. But we're just kind of getting the back a little wider. Yeah, just to get that Dorito shape more of. This one, we did a lat row here, like I said I was going to do at the beginning of the video. And that's, like I said, to give you that superhero kind of U look to your lats, if that makes sense. But this will also make you look wider, but it also will make you look very thick in the back region. As you can kind of see through my hoodie, my mid back is looking pretty good, but my lats, I thought were looking a little neglected, so I decided to hit them today. So we're doing about 3 sets of this. The last set, we just drop it. Guys. Want to do something a little different today than I usually would, which would be a underhand lat pull down. You know, not a very typical lat pull down movement because usually you're doing overhand. But I decided, hey, you know, I'm going to be hitting biceps, might as well hit a little biceps while I'm doing this too. But also it prioritizes kind of that lat also there. So definitely more of a lat biased workout today rather than like a mid back. But you'll see on the next thing we're hitting more traps more than anything. For this is the one I was talking about before, the kind of trap movement. It's just a shrug. With this, I like to explode at the top and really just feel the squeeze in my neck. And I just did this about 12 reps, kind of lower weight. And then you can say the form is kind of bad, but for me personally, this is how I feel the best rather than just holding every rep. Now we just got hammer curls. I do 2 sets on these usually, maybe 3, but 2 today. Do 1 set heavy, so I did 55 pounds for this set, did about 7 reps, and then I did 2 sets, so the second set is usually just a little lighter, more squeeze at the top. Did about 45 pounds for that. So just slow and controlled for these. The first set you can kind of swing a little bit, especially in the last few reps, just to get a couple reps extra, but always have decent form. Here is one of my favorite bicep movements. Really feel that mind muscle connection on it the whole time. Just a normal bicep curl on the cables. And since I'm a little wider of a person, I like to have kind of the lat pull down because, you know, I don't want my hands too close in when I do this. But stay usually pretty light for this and then just control and really squeeze at the top. Here we're doing just a typical lateral raise, but on the machine. This machine's goated, but pretty much just really squeeze at the top, hold at the top for a couple seconds, and then just go slow on the way down. Always have tension on those shoulders. Make yourself look wide. Have that extra Dorito look, and just look good, man. For the last thing we're doing today, it's just a typical rear delt fly, but I did it like Jeff Nipper does, where he's all the way over. I like to stay low weight with this one. And how he does it is act like there's money on the floor, and however much room, floor you can cover with that fly is how much money you're gonna get on the floor, if that makes sense. His video, definitely explains it a lot better because he has a video that shows you how, but just 3 sets of this, lightweight. We are done with the lift. Gotta say, a really solid lift, especially on the back portion. Arms was pretty good. Shoulders could have been better, but I mean, overall, it felt really good. But I gotta say, it was really fun today. And the one thing that everyone should feel, which what I'm feeling right now, is the sense of accomplishment after a good workout. Because, like I said, put working out in other portions of your life. I'm about to go home, right? I could either, slack off, maybe get on Clash Royale, maybe just doom scroll on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. But instead, I'm going to go home and be disciplined, meal prep, post on my socials, TikTok and YouTube, and just be disciplined. Like I said, I could slack off, I could just do whatever not, but I'm deciding to put something towards a goal of mine. And I think that's what everyone should do with the gym. Like I said, the easy path is going home, doom scrolling, eating really crappy food, and then going to work. Or it's go home, make very good healthy food and good macro food, and post towards my goals, which is on TikTok and YouTube, to get a bigger community, and commit to those goals each and every day. Because I don't want to live my life as a quote-unquote failure. Because how I see it is, at the end of the day, you're only given one life, right? And it's very limited. And if I'm planning on doing some, a cycle or two, or a few, or 4 or 5 when I compete, and only when I compete in the not natural divisions, I'm going to be limited on more time. I'll have a good maybe 80 years, right? And I'm 19 right now. I'm about to turn 20 in less than a month. And that tells me I'm a fourth done with my life. And have I accomplished a lot? Sure. I've accomplished a good amount. I've made friends. I've got my gym goals. I've been in a lovely relationship. I am stable on money. But I haven't traveled the world. I haven't won a bodybuilding competition. I haven't done one yet. I don't have a family. I'm not rich. I have so many more goals I want to do financially, spiritually. The biggest one, I'm not as close as I want to be with God, And I strive to be a better Christian each and every day. And that goes into multiple things of, I just want to be a better human being at the end of the day. I'm going to be a kinder, stronger, just more complete human being. I want to be closer to Jesus Christ, and I want to be like Jesus Christ. And that takes a lot of discipline, because you could have all the power in the world, but are you mentally straight? I know I can only do so much, but I want to do those things. I asked myself one day, and I really put myself in perspective. I used to play The Sims a lot and BitLife. Back when I was in high school in class, I used to just be on my phone and just be on that game because I didn't want to pay attention to class. And I would always strive to be the richest, or, just have the most stuff in that game, right? And I don't think that having the most stuff in real life is the most important, or being the richest person ever is the most important. But I strive to be the best person in that game, right? Why wouldn't I do that in real life? Why would I not try to be my BitLife character? Why would I not want to pursue my goals every day? Why would I not want to almost be perfectious? Perfectious, is that a good word? Whatever. Why would I not want to be damn near perfect? Why would I not want to be more knowledgeable in life? Why would I not want to do those things? It doesn't make sense to me how there's a lot of people in this world who don't fully give themselves the respect and love they deserve. And with that comes a lot of hell. But the thing is, why would you want to stay in hell? When you're already in hell, why would you want to sit down and cower it away? Why wouldn't you just want to pursue on that path already and get through that? I just don't understand. And I don't want to live like that. So, with that message, if anybody is watching this part of the portion of the video, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and I hope you have a very blessed day. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.